Good morning. Welcome to
Family Math number 91.
Family Math number 91. So we had a kind of a fun morning at the track. You're preparing to run in a special 5K race, right?
Yep.
Or not really a race, just kind of a run. And you were doing some practice and running around the track with your mom.
Yep.
And is this one you?
Yes.
And this is your brother?
Yep.
And this is me?
Yep.
I was watching. Okay, and you ran, how many laps did you run?
I think we ran 6.
Oh, that was really awesome. But on your last lap, you counted the number of steps it took you to run between one set of numbers and the other set of numbers. And how many steps was that?
117.
Okay, so that took 117 steps. And then you asked me a really cool question on the way home. And what was it?
How many steps would it take to get all around the track?
All the way around the track. Okay, so that's a great question. Uh-oh, you have the hiccups? Uh-oh. That's okay. So, all right, so what do we know? Let's try to figure out how to answer this question. What do we know about the track?
We know that there's 117 steps between one set of numbers and the other set of numbers.
Okay, and we're trying to figure out how many steps it takes to go around the track.
Yeah, but we don't know where the other sets of numbers are.
You're right, we don't.
They could be right on the opposite of the others.
Okay, how many other sets of numbers are there? Ooh.
I think there's 2 others.
There's 2 others, that's exactly right. And they're about like this around the track.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do we know about the track?
We know that it's half a mile if you go all the way around at once.
Quarter of a mile if you go all the way around at once. Okay, about a quarter of a mile, and that's 400 meters around the track.
400 meters.
All right, 400 meters once around the track. And do you know what these numbers represent that you were running in between?
Well, I think they represent the quarter points.
The quarter points. That's exactly what they represent. So what's the distance in between each set of numbers?
117. About 100. It would 100 meters.
100 meters. So this is once around, and this is between the numbers, 1/4 around. Okay, and so going in between the numbers took 117 steps. So how are we going to figure out how many steps it takes to go once around?
Well, we can multiply 117 by 4.
117 by 4. Okay, so what's that? What's that going to be? Do you know how to do that?
Well, 100 times 2 is 200.
Hold on a second. So we're going to do 117 times 4. Okay, however you want to do that, go ahead.
Well, 100.
Well, you got to write right here.
100 times 2 times 4 equals 400.
Okay, well, maybe I should write. I'm sorry, but you can say what to write. 100 times 4 is 400. That's good.
And 10 times 4 is 40.
100 times 4 is 400.
10 times 4 is 40.
10 times 4 is 40.
And 7 times 4, I think that's 28.
7 times 4 is 28.
So it should be about 468.
468. 468 steps to go all the way around the track. That's right.
If you're at running pace.
If you're running. Hey, high five. So what did we need to figure out to answer your question?
Well, we needed to figure out how many other sets of numbers there were.
Yeah. And there were 2 other sets of numbers. That meant there were 4 sets of numbers going all the way around the track.
Yeah.
And that meant we went 1/4 of the way around the track going in between the numbers. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we just had to take 117 and multiply it by 4.
Yeah.
And you did a great job with that, and we got 468. Awesome.